Itzy was the third child. We were extremely close. As a child, Itzy was wild. As a sister, she was a monster, like you can expect a little sister to be.
Itzy was my cousin.
She's really loving, she's caring. If you're hurting or something, she's there to make sure you're okay.
You always knew that you were loved. You always knew that you could count on her. She's my best friend.
Itzy was full of energy, like Spitfire for real. Her eyes would just light up the room, her smile, oh my gosh, her laugh.
Because she wanted to go to school for nursing.
And start a career in the medical field because she loves people.
She was always all about her friends. You know, she was invincible and nothing in the world could ever happen to her.
Started out just like any other day. Itzy and her 5 friends decided it would be fun to go to Pismo Beach.
So there were 6 kids in a 5-seater car. From what we've been told, she was sitting on someone's lap, like regular kids. They're listening to music, having fun.
They were distracted, like teenagers dancing in a car, being rowdy, having the time of their life. They missed the little exit to get back on the highway that brings you home. The driver and her boyfriend started arguing either over the GPS or just how they were gonna get back where they needed to be. One of the tires blew, and because she was going too fast and also she was inexperienced, she hit the brakes. It caused the car to flip this way. My aunt called me, and my aunt was screaming. I could hardly understand her.
I was asleep with my mom in the room, and she woke up from a phone call, and she started like crying and freaking out. And we're asking like, what's wrong? Like, why are you crying? What's happening?
My mom wouldn't answer, and I tried calling my sister, and my sister kept saying, I saw on Facebook, everybody on Facebook is saying, rest in peace. Did she die? I started calling the hospitals, and I started giving them a description of her, and the only thing I can think of was that she had a mole on her chin. That's when he told me that it was my sister.
She flew out the window. I was like, that's not possible. She's like, yeah, she wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
That replays in my head so many times. My mom couldn't function. After my sister died, she wouldn't eat, she couldn't even sleep. It's really hard to go through birthdays and special moments in your life where you can't help but think, you know, how much more perfect some moment would be if your best friend was there. Imagined when I got married that I would have my sisters as bridesmaids. I ended up not having any bridesmaids, period, because I didn't want my sister to not be there.
She didn't even make it to 18. We celebrated her 18th birthday with candles in the ground, and we blew them out for her.
My family and I are choosing to share Itzy's story because we don't want other families to go through what we're going through.
A lot of people think, oh, that's not going to happen to me. It's their family.
Distracted driving is more than what you think. Distracted driving is anything that takes your eyes off the road, your hands off the steering wheel, or your mind off the complex task of driving a vehicle.
Your attention has to be 100% on driving. If you miss your turn, if you're getting a call, if your friends are being crazy in the back and you just can't concentrate, then you need to pull over.
And it's so important for people to understand that, yeah, you make that choice to not buckle up, to snap and drive. But guess what? If something happens to you and you pass away, it's your family who's left with that, with the grief, with the what ifs, with the why didn't they listen?
If you're in a car, you have the power to save lives.
If Itzy would have worn her safety belt that night, the crash, as unfortunate as it is, still would have happened, but she would be alive today.
It shouldn't take the death of anyone, of a loved one, to make you see the importance of wearing your seatbelt, not driving distracted.
You want to make sure that the decisions that you and the people around you make, especially when it comes to driving safely, are impactful in a positive way, and that people are using their voice to speak up and make sure that everybody gets home safe at the end of the day.